Let's purge our culture of this merged venture which urges vultures to emerge in searches, searching emergencies like surgeons, perchance to purchase persons like merchants with petty money purses. It's curtains for certain. This curse leads to hearses over misrepresented verses of ghetto eloquence. Yeah, the resonance is evident that we're not being served what we properly deserve, so fuck having to serve in the army reserve. See, I'm not conserving energy. Now, observe how the conglomerates glamorize spoken word, analyze what's being heard, get up on the alert before you're lured into the herd of fiends for their absurd that will null and void our united voice, so avoid being coy if you plan to make noise with our music, be careful with enthusiasts who entice in order to euthanize the young and folly wise, just so that they'll synchronize with the types of ice and commercial exposure. I mean, we'll never have closure so long as leaders postulate being great, standing firm on crooked postures. Past years won't imbue new ailments of mutated elements, leading a world of frail men. So they tell us to pay our 10% now, or our salvation's irrelevant. And that's the so-called proof of the rapture that is captured by the pastor that preaches to sinners and bastards, claiming we need salvation while we fight the decimation of a once great nation from constant defamation from a corporate opposition whose position formation of financial sanctions lead to cynical actions that attempt to tax our soul in the transaction by muting our words like closed caption. And all of this happens while we think with patience like dementia patients whose emancipation lies in suspension until we swallow our medication. Now, please follow the correlation. You see, I once sought integration just to fend off segregation while I fought for annexation of better forms of immigration. I mean, it doesn't make sense not to come hard and intense like if in a rally, a margin within any radius, margin of any cipher and circumference. Motherfuck those in the conference, arguing insufficiency is a possibility in a definite art form that's infinite. To me, they're all socially retarded with a mental deficit, cause the deaf are always here, but the deaf in no way here. Trained ears value depth over record label debt, and any concept we accept may in turn become inept. I mean, shit! It's more than legit to eradicate traitors to the trade, parading a charade by the way that they degrade a genre that is great. Degenerates that generate generous quantities of royalties, but the lack of creativity is killing their credibility, and that I cannot feel. But if they really keep it real, why the fuck do they conceal their ability to heal? Probably because it reveals their lack of basic enmity. So instead, they're fighting artificial enemies by taking on superficial entities that attempt to take over their identities, whose primary concern is to spawn a bunch of mini-meals. Now, defiance is the key to this design, like science that frees the mind, or love that helps define. This movement is moving each moment with comments that are common in our impoverished infernos. Let's burn those that try to worsen the situation through concentrated intolerance. So if y'all feel me, holler at me. Yeah, yeah.